Hello and welcome to Start Select Stephen. I'm Stephen Reyes, and today we are taking a look at the game The House of Hikmah. So, The House of Hikmah is a 3D adventure exploring game that explores grief, legacy, and the search for purpose. In this game, you get to explore a beautiful area in an awe-inspiring world through the eyes of the main character, Maya, a strong girl seeking answers in the wake of her father's passing. You get to engage in meaningful interactions with historic scholars from the Islamic Golden Age, finding solace and wisdom in their scientific and philosophical teachings. In the game, you get to use a remarkable tool called the key, which is capable of transmuting material and this will allow you to solve puzzles as you progress through the game. In order to interact with these scholars, you are tasked with giving letters to different scholars, which helps you on your journey and your progression of your lessons. So I was fortunate enough to meet with the founder and creator of Lunacy Studios, Ferris, at the Game Developer Conference and sit down and chat with him about the game. So I had asked what inspired him to make this game, and he had told me that he had lost his father and wanted to create something that people can relate to with their own grief, and wanted to create something where the Middle East isn't the antagonist like most of the Call of Duty games, and wanted to show his people in a different light. And I think he absolutely accomplished that. That the game is beautiful, the characters are amazing, and just a fantastic experience. That in regards to the game addressing and relating to people's grief, I think they did an excellent job at establishing and showing that, because the letters that you're given as Maya to pass on to the scholars throughout the game actually takes you on this amazing and beautiful journey to explore your grief as the character who lost her father, and also see how grief has affected other people. As Ferris had said, that grief comes in different colors, and quite frankly, that is absolutely true and depicted in this game. That when you interact with each scholar, you can see how different losses have affected them, whether they lost a loved one, whether they lost a friend, and you could see how it can encompass them, whether they threw themselves into their work or if they secluded themselves from the world. That it showed how different people interact and process grief in their own way. And it's definitely a learning experience to see different aspects of emotions from different people and be able to see that you're not alone. And the lovely thing is, this character, Maya, also gets to learn more about her father after his passing, because she is experiencing her own grief. But as she's interacting with these scholars that her father worked with, she gets to see her father in a different light, seeing what he meant to other people. And most of the time, you see your parents as your parent. And for the most part, you see like that's that one part, and you don't see all the multiple sides they have to their personality. In this game, it shows how learning and experiencing and find out the history of your loved one can enrich and show you more of what they had to offer the world and what they meant to everybody else, including yourself. So I think it is an amazing journey that they gave us, and it's just a fantastically made game. That a couple other things that he had mentioned, that he wanted to make sure that the music itself was authentically Arab music with a touch of fantasy, and I think that blends together really well with this one. As for the puzzle design, they didn't want to do like the repetitive way that, and I don't say this negatively about Portal, but like how Portal was kind of this similar mechanic. This one, they made fewer puzzles that you experience in this game, but each one is different. So the only time that a puzzle is ever similar is if you're using a specific skill or solution from another puzzle that's part of a new puzzle that has a new difficulty, and you're combining those two difficulties and skills to progress. So no puzzle is the same. So one thing that he told his team that he wanted to do was make sure not to have violence, no shooting, that just using the key where you just adjust the world so that you can become one with your environment. And I love the fact that the elements change, because different ones you use to solve the puzzle, some can be a metal, some can be glass to reflect in a certain direction. And because some materials will reflect in one way, other ones will let you pass through, it really shows that you have to find balance and a good medium with everything around you, and just a universal balance with the world. And it was just a non-combative, very smooth and peaceful experience. And the other thing was not to do the stereotypical Aladdin vibe, which they did not do. So I love that they took the time to make sure that they had those distinctions. That honestly, Ferris and his team were just lovely, and it's my favorite meeting of my entire GDC experience. So I have to tell them thank you again for taking the time to share their game and allowing me to review it. So go ahead and play the game today. I definitely give this one a 9.5 out of 10, so highly recommend it. Go ahead and leave me a comment in the comments below to let me know what you think. And until next time, I just want to say thank you for watching. I'm Stephen Reyes.